I love this game. Thank you for coming back to the Soul Dojo gaming channel. I'm Curtis Russell, aka Cali Soul, and today I want to talk about the top 3 reasons why I love Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. If you have not played the game yet, there are major spoilers ahead, so make sure you go ahead and play it, finish it, and then come back to this video. So here are the 3 reasons why I love Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice, starting with number 3, the lore.
It's breathing. It's breathing. He knows she's getting closer. He can feel her coming closer. She's getting closer. They're watching. They're watching.
This is a journey deep into darkness.
Senua's Sacrifice follows Norse mythology and a woman named Senua who is suffering from the mental illness psychosis. I love how they implement a lot of the gods, demons, and stories from Norse mythology into the game. Now, if you don't know what Norse mythology is, it's basically a body of mythology that has been told in Northern Europe, mainly by the Vikings. Hellblade introduces a lot of Norse mythology's myths, kind of like Zert the fire god, Valravn, and even the Graham sword, and you also get a big story when you run into these stones during Senua's journey. So these stones actually are narrated by one of the characters named Druth, and they kind of fill in a lot of the gaps and they give you a little bit of a history lesson on Norse mythology. Now, a lot of games have this mythology in them, kind of like the God of War series and plenty of other games, but I feel like Hellblade just does a fantastic job of telling a more darker story with these stories in them, and it's very interesting to hear these stories. So moving on to number 2, the audio design.
They're coming. You can't do it. They're coming now. They're coming.
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life.
The audio design is one of the key features in Hellblade. They even give you a warning in the beginning of the game that you should play with headphones on, and I think it's a nod from Ninja Theory, who are the developers, to say that, you know, you shouldn't just play the game, you should experience it. Through the audio, the game helps players experience exactly what Senua is experiencing as she suffers through her mental state. You hear voices in your head that talk to you, guide you, and sometimes makes fun of you if you don't know necessarily where you're supposed to go. This key feature is good for the game because there isn't necessarily any NPCs in the world, so it helps progress the story along. Now, the number 1 reason why I love Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice is the game lies to you.
And they took me as a slave. I wish now that they had slaughtered me like the others. I rode their storm of fire, death, slavery to many lands. This darkness you speak of? I know it well.
Now, like I said before, the game is an experience, and it creates these intense moments to kind of justify how Senua is feeling at that moment. Her journey to get her husband back from the dead is basically a tale of someone trying to get over a death, and she goes completely crazy about it. Since Senua suffers from psychosis, everything in the game that she sees isn't even real. The demons, the gods, the monsters, she sees these things because they are myths and stories that were told to her that she would encounter if she went into the world. On top of that, the game gives you a permadeath. In the beginning of the game, Senua is injected with the dark rot, and after that happens, a message pops up and it says the dark rot will grow each time you fail. If the dark rot reaches Senua's head, her quest is over, and all progress will be lost. Now, the permadeath is a complete bluff. It's not real. You can die as many times as you want. I think it's just the developer trying to create a sense of anxiety to the player, and it's absolutely gold. It's so smart. And I think it also is supposed to make you feel kind of how Senua feels throughout this intense journey. I love this because the developer is taking chances in developing a game to kind of fool the player a little bit and make them feel uneasy as they're playing. But then, of course, you get to the end of the game and you find out everything is a complete lie. And those are the top 3 reasons why I love Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. It's just a great game with a great theme, and it just takes different tactics in the development to just deliver a perfect story. And also, if you have not played this game, it's only $29.99. I know I just gave you basically most of the game, but go ahead and play it because it's a great experience. I've been Curtis Russell with the Seoul Dojo Gaming Channel. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the Seoul Dojo Gaming Channel. Alright? Peace.